When an entire society is self-destructive, but arrogantly is determined to deny that overwhelming, glaring, vivid behavior, they must be in a trance. I want to focus on a potential for a third party to be elected in the United States, which at the moment is nil, zero. It's that way because this entire country has been put into a trance. Let me focus on the Libertarian Party. And this is precisely what the preamble of the Libertarian Party states. We hold that individuals have the right to exercise sole dominion over their own lives and have the right to live in whatever manner they choose, so long as they do not forcibly interfere with the equal right of others to live in whatever manner they choose. Who wouldn't want that? It makes no sense to not want that. Now, choosing indiscriminately is not what the Libertarian Party is all about, or should be all about. In other words, to just say, well, everybody can make any choice they want, irregardless of others, or irregardless of crimes, would be absurd, would be just total chaos. And this is where the Libertarian Party has failed. To make it clear, we have to have regulations. To say we want to abolish regulations, well, let's be specific on which regulation we want to abolish. We want to abolish making marijuana a crime. That's a fantastic regulation to abolish, because it's to have cigarettes, which are highly addictive, and alcohol, which is not addictive to everybody, but mostly people get very belligerent when they're under the influence of alcohol. They smash their cars up, they beat their wives and kids. I mean, they're ready for a fight. Marijuana is something that makes people happy and laugh and overeat. To abolish the marijuana crime is exactly the thing that libertarians want. So I would like to suggest that the Libertarian Party focus on abolishing marijuana, and if marijuana was sold like cigarettes or alcohol and taxed, it would be incredibly cheap compared to what the cost is now. Forgetting about criminal penalties, I'm just talking financially, monetarily. So it would make sense for anybody that wants to or uses marijuana to elect libertarians to create the law that would abolish the marijuana crime. This would be the centerfold for an enormous fundraising from marijuana smokers and other people who just want to allow this and not incarcerate people involved in marijuana. Now let's put this into perspective with other crimes. Remember the BP oil spill. The BP oil spill, if it had been committed by Al-Qaeda, would have been the most spectacular crime even compared to 9/11. But the fact that the BP oil spill was directly caused by the decision to only use 6 centralizers rather than 23 centralizers that were determined to be the right number. If you want to know what a centralizer is, Google it and go to the Schlumberger definition. The point is that this incredible crime was caused by greed that is the cause of any financial crime, whether it's a robbery, a burglary, a Wall Street fraud, or whatever. So this is something that we should be, that the Libertarian Party should be focusing on. We should be focusing on Corzine, who is being protected by the government, by the Democrat and Republican government, after he ripped off, directly stole $1.6 billion from the customers of MF Global after Corzine busted out all of the MF Global capital by purchasing bonds, European bonds, that he was advised by his risk management supervisor to quit buying. So here you go again. The Libertarian Party has to be much more clear about what regulations they want to rescind. Furthermore, the fact that there is legitimate laws to protect the society against crimes like the BP oil spill and the Corzine ripoff. However, where the government doesn't follow the law, it's not a matter of overregulation. It's a matter of dealing with the regulation appropriately to protect the population. This is what the Libertarian Party needs to emphasize. And if the Libertarian Party doesn't deal with the trance that 167 million voters completely ignore any third party, including the Libertarian Party, because the propaganda media continues on a day in and day out basis to convince voters that if they don't vote for a Republican or Democrat, they will throw their vote away. And the fact that over 40% of registered voters are now independent, but then turn right around and vote for either a Republican or Democrat, is the clear proof that they are in a trance. This is the most critical issue that needs to be put on the table, or nothing beneficial is going to happen, and constant self-destructive voting by Americans will continue forever.